There we go. Hey, Anna. Good morning. Hey, Demetrius. Hey, Special K. Mm. Hey, Uniquely. Hey, Diana. Hey, Gifted Soul. ASMR. Hey, Patricia. Hey, little mama Yolanda. Sandra. Sophie. Hey. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, TK. Living the best life. Hey, Rochelle. Good morning, everyone. But should I say good afternoon? Hey, Jesse. Yes, Victoria. That's why I said morning, good afternoon. Because somebody didn't tell you good morning today. I'm saying good morning. Hey, Angie. If somebody didn't tell you good afternoon, guys. I just woke up. Hey, I think I woke up at oh my goodness, a little bit after 10:30, 10:50. I'll do lunch. You know what? I'm not a 3 times a day type of chick that does meal. I only eat breakfast and dinner. Hey, Virginia. Hey, video. How you doing? I don't do lunch. The only time I used to do, hey, Black Butterfly 43. Hey, Jay Savage. Only time I did lunch is when I was working. Because, hey, Low Life, my number one fan. That's an inside joke, y'all. What's up, boo? Yes, it's hard to crawl out that bed, especially it's so gloomy here in the DMV area. Yeah, put me down, girl. I had two of them, but I'm going to tell you. Anyway, he said no one fan in the house. Anyway, before we get started, let's do what we do. I'd like to thank God for waking me up another day to spend a time with my family and friends. Because remember, that alarm clock didn't wake you up. He did. Pointed directly upstairs. He did. Can I get an amen? Yes. I'm telling you, my sleep pattern is I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I normally don't eat until about 1, 2, 3 o'clock. And a lot of people like, I guess some people don't believe me because I'm a big girl, and they think because you're a big girl, as soon as you roll about the bed, you ready. You the first thing you got on your mind is food, or the first thing you got on your mind that's all you think about food. Or sometimes I don't even realize or I figure out how I am a big girl. Hey, New Life Journey, my sister, because I don't eat like that. I really don't eat. I think it's the foods that I eat that made me the way I am because I don't eat like that. I could eat 1 time a day sometimes. Don't even get my first meal in sometime about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then be so busy with my day or looking at TV. Sometimes don't even or forget to eat dinner. Now, if I don't eat dinner in the morning, if I don't eat dinner at night, sometimes I'll wake up early and be like, damn, I gotta eat me something. And then I'll eat something before 11 or before 12. But on my normal day, I just do breakfast and dinner and I do brunch. Like again, I said, I don't eat till about 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I haven't eaten anything yet. I rose up out this bed and just be like, turn on YouTube. What you do on your channel, New Life Journey. My sister, she doing a lot of different stuff. I love her morning coffee. Thank you, Sophie. I be throwing these wraps on, girl. Yeah, that's what I do too. But I was telling you guys, and I'm sorry. Again, I want to apologize to you guys. I don't want to couch in 2 weeks. For one is that a B was lazy. I was just lazy 1 week, and then the second week, I was doing something, and then this week I was like, I gotta do on the couch because I haven't done it in 2 weeks. And normally I don't have a busy Saturday. My Saturday isn't really busy, but It's just been getting stuff and getting in there, especially when I'm trying to find somewhere to live, trying to find a new home to rent. Me and my son was just now looking on Craigslist. I claimed this place in Silver Spring that I do want ignore. But I'm still claiming it. But while I'm claiming it, I'm still calling people and emailing people and getting new information on new locations. I found some other places too, because what I really, in my hearts of all hearts, I want to get a place big enough for me and my sister, but the market out here, even with the pandemic, I done found places that's half off, places that's saying due to the pandemic they take $200 or $300 off a month and stuff. But those places are not big enough. They looking like 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. I can't do a 3 bedroom home or a 2 bedroom home. The places that are large enough, they want 5,000, 4,700, 6,000, 7,000. I'm like, who the hell do they think of paying that type of money? Who the hell got 6,000, 5,000, 5,700 for a freaking 4 bedroom or 5 bedroom, 6 bedroom house? And then plus you got to pay utilities. Hey, Karen, how you doing? And plus you got to pay utilities. Nobody got time for that. That is too much. It is high, yeah. It is high to live in this. It is so high to live in the DMV area. Y'all know that's right, sister said we do not. No, we do not. That's house. That's beyond a house note. That's beyond. It's just like some people who pay mortgages. It's not paying no 5,700, 5,000, 4,000, $6,000 a month. I know people who owning their houses. They got mortgage at 1,500, 1,200, and even 2,000. But that's a mortgage. I can understand that because you're renting. You're gonna own your home. But you tell me to come and rent and you want me to pay you 4,000, 5,000? Man, we saw a house for 69 something, $7,000 for a 5 bedroom in Washington D.C. Are y'all people crazy? And that stuff gets me so frustrated, make me feel like I'm stuck. Like you stuck. I am so grateful to have a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? I've been in my home for 5 years, but you know how you outgrow stuff. Come to Georgia, mortgage is 1,800 for a 5 bedroom. My kids, don't nobody want to leave. Don't nobody want to leave. And I can't be away from my grandchildren. I love those girls. Don't nobody want to leave. Um, yeah, DC is so expensive, and it make it hard for you to make a way. Yes, yes, honey. And if you don't believe me, go. Y'all live. You don't got to live deep here. Look, man. We've been looking and we've been searching. Ain't like me and my son was sitting here before we got on here, sitting on the edge of the bed. We going through stuff, looking at stuff, and I was like, yeah, we need a 6 bedroom with a basement. Order for my sister to come along with me. We need a 6 bedroom for basement. Order for us to be comfortable, and for my sister and her son to come with me, because I'm trying to get them out the neighborhood that they in, because it's just so dangerous with the shootings and all that stuff that's going on in her neighborhood. She moved from one neighborhood where her apartment got shot up 2 times, holes in the wall from gunfire coming through her window. Her car got shot up. The people doing freaking drive-bys. She lived on the first floor. Now she lived in another place. This 2 weeks ago, her car got shot up, and and her son had got robbed. That's why they moved out the Southwest, out the dangerous area in Southwest, and then she over here in Southeast area. I'm in Southeast too, but we in different parts of Southeast. And not 2 weeks ago, and thank God she lived on the third floor. Can't no bullets come flying through her window on the third floor unless somebody's shooting up in the air. I have no idea. But this time, this is the third time her car got shot up. I'm like, Jesus. This is the third time her car got shot up. Oh my God. In Louisville. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. Oh, you in Northeast. I'm sorry, T. I said Southeast. Okay, well, now she live in Northeast. And I'm just like, no, this ain't going to work. And like her son don't even be home because she don't want him in the area. Thank you, Denise Carey. She don't want him in the area, so that's one reason. I know you guys hear her morning call. She's about her son don't come visit her. I don't know. I got flies in my damn house because people keep going in and out doors, open up doors, and they come in. It was a crazy. Um, this thing is crazy, y'all. And so I'm just like, I do dream about moving out of state, but don't nobody else want to go with me. Hey, Terrell Dixon. It's morning in California. Yes, that's right. Cause y'all 3 hours behind us. 3 hours behind us. Yep. But I ain't getting on here. So thanks for the honesty. That's why we love you so much. I can wait for breakthrough. You're a lot of it. Thank you so much. Who was saying that? Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah. And so it's a whole lot, and I ain't trying to be going through a whole lot. It's bad enough we got the pandemic on our mind. Speak. My parents had 5 bedroom in India for $1,000 a month. It was that's nice. Thank you, Debbie. That's what a lot of people have to do because I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, we gonna get off my yes. Bingo gonna be tonight, little mama. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. If y'all don't get y'all notification, bingo is at 5 o'clock. Come and have fun, music, positivity, and a drinky drink. I don't know. I might not drink tonight. Somebody said come to Greece. It's great places to live in. No, I'm not getting off. I'm not getting off. No, I was saying that I'm gonna get off the subject of me trying to find some place. That's my thing. I'm gonna get it together. When I get it together, y'all gonna see it. Most definitely. I'm not doing. Hey Anna. Hey Sonia. Hey Sasha. Sahara Sasha. Let me see that say. Sasha. Um. On it's 2 o'clock. And damn. Oh, I'm not doing like let's go with me, find a house and all that stuff. I just want to actually wait until I we find something and we get into it and then do like house tours. I don't feel like doing that whole, come on, y'all guys, go with me. Because I don't want to get nobody hopes up. And I really don't want to get my hopes up. So that's why I just privately we're looking and seeking out. Yes, low rates of see. That's another thing. Guys, don't ever mess your credit up. Nobody told me that. I had nobody to tell me that. I had nobody to guide me, when I was coming up, when I was first got a job, and how crucial credit will be for anything that you want in this world. And right now, I can't. It's a lot of things I can't do because my credit score like 500 and something. It is. It's like five something. Like on two of them, it say five something. On one of them, it say like 489 or 490 or something. And I'm just like, you can't do nothing with anything that low. So many negativities and negatives and stuff and that because of life situation always been a paycheck away from being homeless, always been. Even when I was working, and when I was working you still couldn't how is it you working making less than, well, when I started out work for the government, I may start off with 30 something thousand. When I ended, I was at 45, 46,000. But you working, got 5 kids, and the government still said you can't get this or you can't get that. So even when I was working and bringing home about $1,400 every 2 weeks after taxes and stuff, I still was like, life was still hard, and people would say that, oh, you should be lucky you got a job. Yeah, I was lucky that I worked for all the years I worked for DC government. Best job I ever had. Love my job. But $1,400 every 2 weeks after taxes, 5 kids, paying about maybe at the time paying about 14, 15, $1,600 for rent for a 2 bedroom and a den, and car notes, and Kaiser and health insurance, and and burial insurance, and all this type of stuff coming out your check, and you end up with 14 every 2 weeks, and you still gotta pay that $1,600 a month rent. You still gotta pay your car note, your car insurance. Still gotta get your kids food. They tell you can't have no food stamps. They tell you all they can give you is Medicaid, but you can't have no food stamps. I'm sorry. I was like, wow. Oh, and I hope you feel better soon, honey. Mama at home. Yeah, so I have always been just one step away from whatever, but I always persevere. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get down or feeling blue about something, or man, been days when I had no food. It been days. I'm telling y'all, I'm being raw right now. It been days when I didn't have enough food, and I was a working mom every 2 weeks getting a paycheck. It been days when I had to go to the food bank on the weekends when I wasn't working. Had to call around to my aunt and ask about food banks, use resources at the job that I was giving out to other people. I was using those resources trying to get going to the churches and getting food from the churches. And then you really don't want to do that, because what they give you is not even food that you like, that you will buy for yourself, but you got to take it and appreciate it, because you can't right now. You're in between paychecks, you can't feed your kids. There been days I told my kids, I don't know what we gonna have for dinner tonight. I told my kids that plenty of time when I was raising my kids out here struggling. I'm still struggling. So what the hell I'm talking about? But it's a little better. It's a different type of struggle now, because they're older, and some of the pressure is off of you when it comes to if you got to feed them or do this or do that. But it been plenty of days when I told my kids when they were younger that, y'all had breakfast. I don't know what we're going to eat for dinner tonight. And I done said that, but I'm going to tell you how good God said. Each time, and this is how I know this man exists, and that he will bring no harm your way, and he always got your back when you think no one else do. Each time I will open my mouth up to tell my family, I don't know what we're eating tonight, we eat that night. We would eat that night. And I don't know, just out the blue, someone will call me, or I would get something from somewhere, and we would eat that night, and it would last until payday, because somebody that came through for something or gave you something. And I was like, wow. Each time I said it, and a couple of hours later, food was put on the table for my kids. Maybe it came just like it just came up out the blue, and it just always comes. That's why I may not. I'll be honest. I try a few couple of churches and everything. I may not get up every Sunday, go to church, or have a church home right now. But one thing that this man know, and I know, my heart has always belonged. My heart has always belonged. My faith has always belonged. I don't need a building to worship him in, because I feel it within myself, and I feel it within my heart, and I feel it within everything that he blessed me with every day. Everything that he blessed me with every day. And that's why I know if somebody's saying they struggle and they going through something, just bow your head, close your eyes. And I always tell you guys, oh, I don't know how to pray, but I know how to talk. I'm talking to y'all right now, right? That's how I talk to him. That's what I do. That's how I do it. And I ain't gotta always tell nobody. People ain't gotta always see. People always want to see that you into God, or that you praising him. You ain't gotta see. That's personal. You ain't gotta see. You ain't gotta know what me and my God got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's personal. Because I'm not here to justify to you whether or not I believe in this man, because I'm not in his building every week. You know what I'm saying? That's between you and God. Yes. I was just feeling that right now. I don't know why. I'm sorry. And I know we ain't getting on here to preach and everything, but I was just feeling. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Because sometimes you gotta lift yourself up. You got to, and he's the only person that I could talk to or get real with that's gonna lift me up, that's gonna make me feel better. And regardless of what nobody else say, sometimes it takes him. And I'm sorry. But let's talk about something else too that I want to talk about. We talked about what I've been doing, what I'm trying to do, and how I'm feeling, and talk about our God because He's all about God. He's part of all of our life. But let's talk about family relationship. Sometimes we need to be reminded. Yes. Oh, you feel sick, Rita? Oh, I hope you feel better. Yes. But let's talk about Peach, man. It's this young lady named Peach McIntyre. I told you guys about her last night on bingo, and she gave me a subject that I want to touch on, and it's about love and family from a distance. I don't know if I ever told you guys before that because she talked about her estranged relationship between her and her mom, how it's on again off again type relationship, how she feel as if her mother hates her or maybe jealous of her. And if you go look at Peach McIntyre and look at that video, it broke my heart. You watch a marathon last. Isn't she wonderful? I just love her spirit, man. And I sat here on my bed watching that video, and I cried. I cried because I felt her pain. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you go some people, like if somebody else cry, and when your heart is open to something because they could pull you in, and my heart was open to her. I felt her pain, and I was sitting on the edge of the bed, and I cried. And not only that I cried when I felt her pain, I cried because it brought back memories. Because there were days, all because of Peach McIntyre, a video she put up about her and her mom relationship, how it's not that great. They don't have a bond, and all the things she went through when she was a child with her mom and her family, the way her family treat her, and how she used to help them. I mean, it's a long process. I don't want to mess up what she said or quote something different or say something that she didn't say, because we have a tendency of repeating things and don't get it right. And I think that's something that I really don't want to repeat in details because I don't want to mess it up. Because she said what she had to say, and she said it, to a point where that, wow. And me and my mom, I cried because she brought back memories. Say Simply Food by T.Y. I cried because she brought back a time in my life when me and my mom was in that same predicament. Now God has led me back to my mother because my mother is older now, and I had gotten older now, and I had to look back on my life with her and realize, you know what? It's a generational thing. If you don't get something when you're small a little, how can you pass it on to something that you gave birth to another person? And it took me a long time to realize that I had to. My sister know, and my children. I went to therapy because I was verbally abused by my mother. I went to therapy when I was living with my mother. My mother's verbally abused me and my children. I had to go to therapy because of that, and because I work for DC government, they paid for it. But and I had Medicaid, and Medicaid paid for it right down there at the big chair in Southeast DC and Acacia. I went to therapy, and I had to talk to my therapist about my mother was was verbally abusing me, and it was hurting me to my heart. And I didn't know what to do about it because then she was verbally abusing my children. This I'm gonna tell you, you can't take nothing away from no type of abuse. Physical abuse, verbal abuse, it all hurts. It's all degrading, and it's not right on no type of levels at all. My sister have a stronger skin than I. My sister had a stronger skin than I did. My sister still has stronger skin. I am still known as the sensitive one. Oh, you cry at a movie. You cry at a drop of a hat. You so sensitive. You let people run over you. Unfortunately, I try not to let people run over top of me, but my personality is to always give people a chance and always take people at their face value. And I try to believe in people so much to the point where that people always hurting me. I always get hurt by people. It's a one that I still trust people, but I do. And I still trust. Yeah, Ted does. And then my mother didn't treat us the same. My mother didn't treat us the same. Ted is a no tolerance type person. She is a no tolerance type woman now. Ted don't take shit from nobody. She never did. Even when we were in school, I used to get bullied. People used to want to beat on me, just because I was nice. I don't know why. I was that kid. And Ted had to protect me, and Ted was my youngest. I'm the oldest child. When we was in school, my sister had to protect me from bullies, cause I wouldn't fight back. I wouldn't fight back. I just, cause it's who I was, and they used to call me timid. Y'all know that word? They used to call me timid as a child, and and as I got older, they still call me timid, and they call me soft. And my brother to the day, even with my kids, my brother told me, "You're soft. You're soft. You let them boys run on top of you. Sometimes you're soft." And but I don't know how to be no other way towards a person. Because I always feel as though that I treat people the way I want to be treated. And I figure if I give that energy out to people, I'll get that energy back. But that isn't always true. And I still, at this point being 50, sometimes I still haven't learned how to not let certain things affect me, how to be a stronger person, or how to, walk away from different things. I still haven't learned how to really do that. And that's why when I saw her crying over her mom, I felt that hurt because I had that hurt with my mom. I had that. I mean, and it's like she said in her video, you say things because I was talking to the screen. She's like, I don't want y'all to hate my mother. I don't want y'all to dislike my mother. I'm not saying this to make people be on, hate my mom. But and I said, I understand you. I said, it's your truth. People can't hate you for how you feel. Because family members will hate you because how you feel. You can't let nobody take your truth from you. You can't. You have to. That's why when I was in that bad relationship, I've been out of my relationship for 4 years. I've been single for 4 years because I finally took my power back from a man that was verbally hurting me and just wasn't no good for me and my kids, me and my children. And I took my power back from him. And that's how I had to take my power back from my mom. You know what I'm saying? I had to stand up for myself with my mother. Now I stand up to myself with my mother now. It'd be a point where that I would never talk back to my mom when she called me bees and cuss me out and call my children bees, because she has no other. She back in the day she had no other filter. Everybody was a bitch. If you was a child, if you was an adult, that's what she called you. And because everybody has a past. I know, because she has evolved, Rita. She's a new person now, even to this day. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. That's why I felt Peach with everything that she was saying, because You wouldn't look at my mom right now and know she was that person. But I've been through a whole lot, not just with a man, but with my mom. If you go back on the couches, way back when I first started on the couch, and my mother was sitting here with us when we talked about when my mother used to be on drugs and she used to steal my money and steal from me and everything. My mother sat right here. She gave permission to tell her story because she's not that person anymore. My mother had came a long way with being off drugs, being a better mom, being now cancer free. Everybody has a story, and when you look at people, you guys only see us through the YouTube camera, but behind the camera is family issues, especially among the black people, our black community, because we don't know how to communicate. We don't understand mental illness. We don't understand when we are hurting each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand when we're hurting each other. And my mom hurt me and my kids. Yes, my mom was there for us. She always had an open door, but it came with a price. It came with a heavy price. And yes, she is. Yes, she is, Tamara. And we paid that price. We did. But I overcame that. Me and my mom are so close now. And like you said, y'all look at us, y'all will not know. Me and my mom, we are like this. I can't get rid of this woman. You hear what I'm saying? I can't get rid of her. But I am so glad. And that's why when I wrote on Peach's timeline, I had said that it's okay to love people from a distance. It's nothing wrong with that. We all need a peace of mind. You need time to think and reframe on where you want certain people at in your life. And then when you got kids and stuff is that toxic, you have to reframe and you have to think on where you want to position these people in your life, because like I told her, the one person that we supposed to depend on, the one person that's supposed to be there for us and have our back, when that person lets you down, it's like you got hit in the head with something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the person out of everybody in this world, your mother. I ain't talking about your dad. I'm talking about your mother. Everybody has a special type of relationship with your mother. And who do not want to be close to their mom? Who do not want their mom in their life? Who don't? You know what I'm saying? And it's certain levels to a relationship. And when it's your mom that's hurting you, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. I used to sit and cry in my car, like Peach did. I used to sit and cry in the bathroom. I used to be at work in my lunch break with tears in my eyes. It was days I didn't want to go home to my mother's house, but I had to because my kids was there. To this day, I don't know if my mom realized how much she hurted me and my children, because in her eyes she felt as though that she was there for us, and what she was there. She opened her door. She didn't have to. When I needed to come back home, she welcomed us in, but it came with a mental abuse. It came with verbal abuse, and in her eyes she don't think that's what she did. She don't think that's what she did. She don't know that calling us bitches and calling us names and talking about us and saying this is my house and I be glad when you move and telling other people I be glad my daughter, her children get out my house and I can't take it no more. Cause my mom was a neat freak. Don't get me wrong. I had 5 boys. I'm in 6 kids, and they're not the neatest people. They're children. They used to leave dishes in the sink. They'll eat out of something. Kids didn't make it. The children didn't make it better, but at the end of the day, they were still children. To call them bitches because there's a fork in the sink or a plate in the sink or anything. They were boys, going behind, picking up stuff and everything. It was a whole lot. And even my kids came to me. Uh, my kids came to me and talked about why grandma called us bees and stuff and all this stuff. And she's called Brandon a little faggot, that faggot, and this and that. I mean, y'all, like I said, I told you I wanted for, like, I'm just like Peach. I don't want nobody to hate my mother. My mother's a good person now. She still have her issues. She still, sometimes she'll still, you know, when she get upset, she don't know how to talk to people still. I tell mom right now, if she'll say something, she'll call somebody a B. Or my mother's very harsh with her words. She don't think the things that she say could hurt people. But you gotta remember the things that come out your mouth is can hurt people, and a lot of people don't understand. To this day, I tell me and my mom, we don't get along all the time. To this day, me and my mom, we bonded, and we're good. And I have a better understanding of who she is as a person. And I even blame the drugs at some point. That the drugs, the crack, whatever she was doing. The men that was in her life, because the men that were in her life, they didn't love her. She thought they did, but you can't. What PYSCSM? But she thought they did. They didn't love her, because if they loved you, they wouldn't have got you on drugs. And that's who got her on the drugs, was the men, the so-called men that claimed to love her. Showing her something, and it took her there. So but she's not that person. She sat on the couch with you guys. I don't know which on the couch it was. You have to go back. This very first at the beginning when I started doing on the couch, and she told me it was okay to talk about it, because she realized that she did do some things, and she felt it, and she knew something that she did was wrong. So she was okay, and she'll tell you what she did. She said, yeah, I did that, I did that. But she's a better person now, and that you know that people can change. She's a better person now. Um we have came through a path with that. We're good. Her and my kids are good now. I'm good with my mother. Everybody got a bad day. Every day it's not good. No, every day it's not good. But I learned to, like, ignore things, let things go over my head. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Through it all. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shelly. I'm so sorry to hear that. But through everything that I went through, because it took a minute. I didn't realize I was being verbally abused, because it was my mother. That's why too I ended up going to therapy for a couple of weeks, because I didn't realize that I was being verbally abused, because it was something you was used to hearing. It was something that you was used to hearing. But when it started tearing me down and making me cry and making my kids feel a certain type of way, I knew something was wrong. I knew it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't right, and that's why I seeked help. That's why I went and talked to somebody. But yeah, it's a lot of it. So that's why I said I understood what she was saying. I understood that she wasn't trying to bash her mother, because she was just trying to, get her feelings on the table. And it was her truth of what she was going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I felt every bit of her pain. And it brought me back to so many memories that I thought I lost, memories that I had buried, because I look at my mother now in a different light. I have always loved my mother. I would go to the back for my mother. I would knock a motherfucker upside the head for my mother. You hear me? And then find out whether or not later if she was wrong. Don't know. I see a situation, I'm going to bat. You hear what I'm saying? But she's different now. She is so different. I just wish the now that she is, she could have been that person back then. But it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and we all got stories. We all go to. Everybody is not perfect because you know why? Nobody wrote a book. We talked about this before. Nobody could tell you life difficulties about being a parent. You have to take things day by day when you're a parent, when you're a new parent. Once you become a parent, your life changes. Once you carry somebody or you help develop somebody in somebody's stomach, your life changes. Nobody tell you how to do this thing. And then especially if you were not brought up the right way when you were young, if you had issues from your mom before your mom and before your mom and nobody addressed it, everybody just think this is the way life is. No, it's not the way life is. Life ain't that way. Man, love and shit don't supposed to hurt. Family ain't supposed to hurt you. That's the one thing you're supposed to count on in your life. You can't count on nobody else in this world. You're supposed to better count on your mom, your dad. I mean, you're supposed to better count on your family. But we all can't do that. And I'm just saying this because I say in the black community because I'm black. Right now I'm black. And I'm always black. But I can't say that, this happens in a white family because I don't know. But in our black society and our black people, we don't recognize abuse rate off because we're so used to hearing people calling you these type of names. I mean, and if it's a generational thing, so that means that you'd have heard your aunts and uncles or whoever talk to their family like that. You probably heard your friends' mothers call your friend a little bitch or a little this or a little that. And you hear to see it within our community because we don't know that we're hurting each other. No one told us that we were hurting each other with those words or bringing each other down. So it does happen in what community. I've been through it. Thank you, Allison. Thank you. Because if you don't say nothing, we don't know. I know in the black community, where how I was raised, the people was around me, I heard my girlfriends call that through their mothers, through their fathers, and things like that. I heard it. So I thought that was a way of life. I thought that was a way of life. You know what I'm saying? But we don't. It's like sometimes we scared to face stuff. We are so scared to face things, to learn something different. We are so scared to face things. Oh, okay. She said my name is Pierce. I'm from Philly. So and I just understand it. I really do. Yes, Mr. Montgomery. And that's what I do. You know, from listen to the way my mom used to talk to me, I vowed to be a different person to my children. I vowed not to do the bee thing or call them bees or do that to my grandchildren. I vow to treat them different. And I think I did. Because I think I did a video before on how when growing up, my mother, she'll tell us now because she's in her 60s, she'll tell us now, but it's really small and minute. It's not that much. But I told people when I was a kid, my mother never told me she loved me. I knew it. Why? Because it was food on the table. She made sure we had clothes on our back. We weren't dirty children. We were clean kids and we ate every day. That was love, right? And but I never heard the word. Ask my sister, she on here. I told my mother. And people always ask me, my brothers and them, why you treat your children the way you do? Because I ain't nobody hugged me when I was little. Nobody told me they loved me when I was little. It was because if you got a roof over your head, you got food on your back, food in your mouth, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, you determine that was love. but it wasn't never verbally shown. It wasn't emotionally shown. It wasn't. It wasn't. To this day, my mother say now, "Oh, I love you." It took I'm 50 years old. I needed you to embrace me when I was a child. I do, Allison, and that's why people always tell me, "Oh, you making them boys soft, or you make them boys they don't know nothing about the real world. Y'all too close and all this stuff." My children are 30, 29, 26, 23, 20, and 15 going on 16. Ask my kids how many times a day I tell them I love them. Ask them how many times a day I be like, "Jackson." Like last night, me and Jackson with each other. He on his iPods. I'm across the room. I said, "Jackson." I said, "Jackson." He said, "What, Mom?" I said, "Give me kiss. Give me kiss." He like, "Mom, get away from me, Mom. You're doing too much." That's how I do. Andrew, 20 years old, last night, I be laying on the bed. Andrew hops on me. Andrew give me so much love. Every 5 minutes, I got to tell that child, leave me alone. Because they know how to give it. They know how to give it because I gave it to them. I loved up on them. I held them. They grown men right now. I be trying to get them to kiss me. But Johnson, I be like, "Johnson, give mommy a kiss." And then he like, "Mom, leave me alone." And then he'll walk back, walk through, give me a kiss on my cheek. I'm telling you, because you got to get it. Because I want them to pass that on to their kids. Don't be afraid to tell somebody that you gave birth to, that you brought into this world, that you love them. You know what I'm saying? That you love them, that you there for them. I understand putting a roof on over their head and putting clothes on their back and feeding them. Yeah, that's love. You got to do that. You brought them here. You know what I'm saying? That's love. But it's nothing like showing it, baby. It's nothing like showing it. It's nothing. Sometimes I think I overlove these damn boys. That's why they ain't leaving home. They got too much of it. I don't know what I done. I probably done created monsters. I don't know. But I'm not bad. And they're better for it. They're better for it, and I'm not mad at it. Because what I realized, what I didn't get as a child, it didn't hold me back from giving it to my kids. That emotion, that feeling, that sense of knowing, not just knowing but knowing. I know my mom loved me. I knew my mom loved me, but my mom had issues. You know what I'm saying? But she could tell me now at the age of 50, my mom could tell me that she loved me. She tells a lot. I get off the phone with her, we have a phone conversation. I said, "Bye, Mom." She said, "Bye, I love you." She don't even know how good it makes me feel. I'm sorry it took her long, but she finally got it together. She's a different person. Hey, Magnolia, Rum. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. And that's it. That's it. And so, Peach, I felt you. I felt your pain, and I understood where you were coming from. And just like I said, just like you said, that you have got saved all over again. You are coming into God once again. And it's like I told you in that comment, when the time comes, God will lead you back home to your mother. Take all the time you need. Take the peace of mind that you need. Love people from a distance because you're still raising 5 beautiful children. And they need you sane. They need your heart, they need your hugs, and they need your love. They're the only people you need to focus on. Everybody else is just a distance away. And when the time comes, when it's times for your mom to enter your life and come into it a right way and be there for you, girl, it's going to be amazing. Until then, love from a distance. I love you and I don't even know you. I really do. In your videos, I really do, because you're so transparent. They come through. I love your smile and I love your hair. You always talking about wear your hair natural. Look at my hair. My hair natural too, girl. Look at that. It's up underneath. I love my natural look. Look at this. She'll talk about people talk about her hair. Honey, they talk about Jesus. Look at my hair. It is a beady and nappy and what it is. But it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Yep. 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 Check her out, guys. Subscribe to her channel. She's a wonderful person. Now, on another note, oh, Dylan said you owe me a bottle of Kleenex. But you know what? I'm sorry I owed you a bottle of Kleenex. I apologize. um, because you know what? I had to speak on it. I had to let her know she's not alone out here when it comes to mommy issues. You know what I'm saying? We all got them. And it's okay to love people from a distance. You don't have to bring everybody into your circle. Okay, thank you, Sparkle. I will. And that's all. I just want her to know I felt it. I felt it. And she brought back memories. And even though they weren't good memories, but you gotta remember, we always gotta remember where we came from. We always gotta remember where we came from. So, but me and my mom made it through, guys. Me and my mom, we made it through, and we're better. Sometimes we gotta go through the things that we gotta go through to get to where we need to be. I'm telling you, sometimes we do. Sometimes we gotta go through what we go through to get to where we need to be. And life, God throw us hurdles. And that old saying, He never give you more than what He think you can handle. And that is so true. It is what it is. I feel better. I have a better relationship with my mother. A better relationship with my mother. It is so amazing now. Do we still have up and downs? Yes, because we human. Everybody don't get along all the time. It's just not going to happen. It's not a perfect world out here. But we know how to now talk to each other. We know how to now get along with each other and come back together with each other. And I'm glad we were able to do that before my mom or me leave this earth. Days are not promised to us. Just because I'm younger than her, don't mean I might live longer than her. Nothing is promised to us. So I'm so glad that we were able to overcome and we were able to, we're stronger now. Through everything, we're stronger now. Thank you, Matt Crazy. So yeah, love my mom to death. I've always loved her to death. But she had her ways. Now shit. My boys may grow up and say some stuff about me. My sister channel is called New Life Journey. New Life Journey. That's my sister channel. I don't know what my kids will grow up to say about me. They already grown, but I only got two grandchildren. I don't know what they're gonna say. But I hope when they tell their story and they tell somebody about the relationship they had with their mother, I hope they tell it with a smile on their face. I hope they tell it with their head held high, their chest poked out, and said, my mom couldn't give us everything, but the one thing she gave us was love and understanding and support. When that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what stories they're going to tell about me. I may not be here when they tell their stories. So I can't defend myself. So I gotta do what I gotta do right now, because I want, when they talk about me, when I'm dead and gone, and they talk about me, I want them to do it with a smile. I want them to remember I had their back. I want to remember how many hugs I gave them, how many kisses I kissed up on them, how many times I embarrassed them as grown men, and they loved every bit of it. Yeah, that's the story I want to leave them. If I don't leave them anything else, I want to leave them amazing memories. That's what I want to leave them with. Leave them with. If I can't leave them with anything else. So, okay. Yes, Karen, they would, right? That's a go. Look, my phone always gonna say, "Hey, video." Hi, Anais. What's up, baby? How my granddaughter doing today? Look at her spinning around in a circle. Her head. She got a head full of beads, y'all. Come here, Anais. Come see grandma. Come on. She said, "Come on, come on." Oh, look at this. Look right there. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, you guys.
Bye.
You said bye-bye. Show your beads. Do like this. Shake your head. Shake your head for the camera. Yeah, that's the camera. Camera. That's my baby, y'all. Right there. Yeah. You want your Uncle Poo Poo? Uncle Poo Poo, take her, lift her up. Cause that
Help me.
She said, "Help me." No, see, she saw Uncle Poo Poo go to that door. And she think she say outside. She wanna go outside. Oh man. Yep, guys, but yeah, that's my grandbaby. That's the living grandbaby right there. She be running through this house like she crazy. And that's why I say I'm gonna move and stuff. They need a playroom. Everybody say she look like Michael. They always say that. Oh my God. And they always say she look just like Michael. Yes. But before we go, hey Tiana, I Could Only Be Me. Hey DC Kool-Aid and Lisa. Thank you so much. Somebody said she pretty as hell. Man, I'm going to tell you, when she was younger, oh my God, she got pictures on Facebook. She like a daggone doll baby. I was like, where did he get this baby from? Man, but my granddaughters, I ain't want to toot my horn, but okay, they got it going on, both of them little things. I love them dearly. They got my heart. And I'm glad my children, they know how to pass the love on now. You know what I'm saying? They pass that love on, but no, they know how to pass it on. Because they received it. And if they received it, they accepted it. Now they know how to give it. And that's all I want them to do. They just know how to do it. Hey, Tracy, baby. Gonna see you tonight. Bingo at 5 o'clock. Yay. We're gonna have some fun. But, okay, now on a lighter note. I'm going to get into this real good. On a lighter note, y'all. I hold my phone. Hey, Michael, when you come out that bathroom, could you bring me the extension cord and my charger? Because on a lighter note, I got to tell y'all how I feel about something. On a lighter note, and this is my girl. I have always supported her, and I still support her. Shoot, she is who she is. I love her. I don't know too much about the other young lady. Because I don't, I know a couple of songs. I hear the kids sing the song. And I like her. I like what she doing. Have y'all seen that Carly B? My charger should be on my bed. And that Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
What's her name? Megan Thee Stallion or who?
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
She's scared of the bee.
What's her name? Well,
You just said it.
y'all seen them video? You scared of the bees?
I know, I do bees.
You scared of the bees? Yeah, it's bees outside. That's why they ain't want you to go outside. I mean, hold the phone while you push it in. Okay. I walked through the living room. What, baby? Huh? She scared the bees. Her uncle took her outside and she's in. Yes, okay. This is my first thought. I'm walking through, I hear the song, but I don't know Jackson looking at nothing, you know. So I'm walking through the living room. All I see is breasts with these things around the nipples doing like this. All I see is ass cheeks out and something up the crack.
One of the best videos ever.
I said, what are you looking at? He said, oh, that's Carly B and Megan's new song. He said, you want to see the video, Mom? Sit down and watch the video. I sat down on the edge of the bed. I look at the video. My mouth was dropped through this whole video. What, baby? Come on.
Mommy.
You gotta pick her up because I can't get her. She's a bit too heavy. Come on. She want come on here. I don't know what's wrong with her. Come on.
Mommy.
Okay.
Grandma.
What, baby?
Mommy.
That that um that video disgusts me.
I get my bumblebees.
You're the one that wanted to go outside, and the bee scared you. That's why we got the spray out there for them wasps. You can't go in that porch. I don't like that porch. That's one reason why Grandma want to move. Them bees, she can't stand them bees. Uh,
Oh.
okay, Antoinette, see you later. Man, I don't like that video. I don't. I don't care for that video. And
I love videos.
you love videos?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, it's video.
What's your favorite video?
Okay, okay.
Okay. And
Way.
I don't like that video.
Way.
I don't like it because for one, they're women. I know sex sell. I know you gotta do what you gotta do to make a buck. But that video is horrible. It is too much. Now I know men gonna think a different type of way because I think that's the audience they grabbing at. See, my son in the background crying. We could debate about that all day long. Okay, men gonna think a different type of way. But as a woman, go ahead, go with Papa. But as a woman, I think we done came a long way to do the things that they were doing in that video. It's not the things that they were doing. It's just like they showing off too much of their body. Less is more sexy. You know, did anybody ever teach anybody about less is more? If you give somebody a little bit of something, less is more. Or more is less or something. I might be messed it up. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to get to. The song is an okay song. I'm not doubting the song. You know, the young ladies are very talented. I've been a Carly B fan for some time. The girl was on Love and Hip Hop. I love that. I love that young lady. Right, Megan Thee Stallion. She's new to the block. I don't know too much about her. I have heard some of her music. I love the music that she putting out. But that video just turned me. It really turned me when my daughter-in-law told me, well, you know what happened to the video? I said, what? She said they couldn't put the video on YouTube, so they had to take out some of the cussing and certain words. I said they had to take out some cussing and certain words to get it on YouTube. Imagery. I said they should have just banned the whole damn video. What about the words? I said bump the words. I said look at the what they doing. The tigers having sex in the video. Tigers are having sex in this video. Okay. Tigers are having sex in this video. The butts and the tits and the. I just like. I can't do this video. I have no understanding that there are people or the people that's behind them or anybody that's behind them really let these young ladies put this video out. Carly B, from her husband to her management team to whoever is in her corner, Megan Thee Stallion. I know her mom is no longer with us. May she rest in peace. But who's ever in her corner, who's helping promote her career or whatever, of course the guy's going to be on it. Oh, yeah, this sells, this sells, this sells, this sells. It's about that money. All the guys, because all my sons love the videos. No, you don't? You don't like the video? Oh, Johnson jumped in real quick. Okay.
That was a lie.
That was a lie. I thought all y'all loved it. Okay, I spoke too soon.
The song is not really good for me.
The song not really good for you?
In the video, I really didn't care for video. I mean, to me, I've seen better videos from Nicki Minaj, but I'm just going to say keep it like that.
I don't like it either.
Oh, wait a minute. We got two sons here. Wait a minute. Joshua, who is 20. How old are you, Joshua? 26. How old are you?
23.
23. They say they don't like the video. So I spoke too soon. I thought them I thought they liked the video because they saw everything that they saw. They don't like the video.
I'm looking for talent.
Oh my God. My son said he's looking for talent. He said, I'm looking for talent. So and you know what? I don't know why I thought that about my boys. I should have known not to think that.
That video did not impress me at all.
Yeah, that could be two now. Well, one of them has a daughter, the other one don't. Fufu don't have any kids yet. That's behind my hand. That's that's behind the scene, man. But he do have nieces, and that could be why. And wow. I'm really shocked. I thought they'd be like, ooh, that daggone Jackson like it. Um, that wasn't sad about that one. Maybe because he 15. I don't know. I know my older son Michael didn't like it. He said it was tasteless. But I just assumed everybody else did, and that's crazy. Yeah, it's mad disrespectful. If I was into all that, oh yeah, low life. It's a whole lot to it. But you know what? I had told my kids that if I was younger and I was into all that advocacy and all that stuff and into protests and all that stuff, I said I would do something to get that video banned because it's degrading to women. Not just degrading to
I
them.
mean,
I just think it's degrading
I
to
mean,
women
for
all the
excuse,
way around.
sorry, quick, I just
But
want to add for those who are actually on social media and stuff like that. Hey guys, how you guys doing? If you notice, like they was making a case with like this old song from like back in the 50s about some lady talking so much vulgar language that they was like, what's the point of now? It's 2020. They was doing it back then in the 50s. It don't matter. You gotta listen to the song though. But all right.
he fuss with hey. It says somebody said 1935. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say I put no disrespect on the song. I think the song sound pretty great. The song sound pretty good. It's a listenable song. I just put disrespect to themselves on the video. I think it could have been done differently. I think it could have been done differently. I think that management teams could have made them present. They could present themselves in a different way and still get their point away about the song. So that's where they lost me at. Is somebody said, "Nah, the devil is a lie." That's what they lost me at. I'm not gonna touch nobody creativity. I don't know nothing about rap music. That's why I listen to country music. That's my thing. I don't know much. It may be a hit #1 song. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that visually, I know the video is trash. Visually, I know the video is trash. I told Jackson can't watch that video no more. I don't want to catch him looking at that video no more. But he could listen to the song all day long, his ear pods, whatever. But I think, but now I'm making you guys go ahead and look at the video. But you don't have to know what I'm talking about. You got, oh yes, Reba McEntire, my baby. Come on now, I love country music. That's my girl. Her, Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire. I like Patsy Cline from back in the day. I listen to Faith Evans, Martina McBride. Come on, Carrie, man, I listen to all my music. I love country. When I say I listen to country music, I listen to country music. A lot of people don't understand this black girl and her country music, but I do. Yeah, but you know what? People change. People change. The White Yorkman, yes. People change. Just because of what I can't base her who she is for what she did to make a living. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that because we all do a lot of things that we don't want to do to put food on the table. Now, I give my hats to her. She get my props for that because a lot of people, we out here, people grind. And if people don't give you a chance, you got to take your opportunities. You got to make your chances. I don't fault her for nothing that she did to put food on her table and to take care of herself. That was her thing. She persevered. She did what she had to do. But now with that video, I think that they could have sat back and looked at it a while longer. You know what I'm saying? I think that they could have came up with a different concept of the video and not show as much body parts and did and do all the little. This was a lot of. It was just like a lot of wrong stuff in that video. A lot of wrong stuff, and it turned my face up. And I'm not very proud of these two women of that video. Yeah, sex sells sadly. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And we do. We live and we learn. And maybe well no, I I've seen some of her videos, Keith, that's not as explicit as that. She got a lot of videos that I like and I watch
This is Cardi B first video she made. Video like that.
that's not that strong. I done got videos. I sat there and I looked at Cardi B videos, and they're not as strong. That video was very strong. That was very strong. It confused me on why they did so much, but
Yeah, I
it's
like
not
that.
me. And they got, and I guess they want to do what they want to do. Thank you, Tyrell. See you at bingo, 5 o'clock. I know, but I've been on here for a long time because too, I need to go get me something to eat. Give me my back scotch. Give me Lucy, girl. Y'all, anybody got a Lucy in their life? Amazon. This is my Lucy. My kids, my grandchildren even know her name. I be like, anybody seen Lucy? They go find her. This is my back scratcher. Because you ain't always got nobody scratch your back. It's not maybe because they were two women. I think it's just not even what they were doing. I think it was almost for me personally. This is my personal opinion. For me, it was because they were two women. It was because what they were wearing. I didn't like the outfits. I didn't like how they displayed their body as women. We had fought for a long time to be treated equal as women. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these young girls, they're coming up now. They're not realizing what it took for us to get the power that we had. You know what I'm saying? Women empowerment and the struggles we had to get to where we at, to become, get the rights to do the things that we could do. We came a long way. And sometimes I think our young women don't recognize, or they don't remember, or they don't realize it. And sometimes it's the little bit things could tear us down just a little bit. Our self-respect and who we are as women. You know what I'm saying? Not just black women, as women in whole. Hey, baby, can you go in there with Papa real quick? That's all I'm saying. Because I love these young ladies. I do. I respect their craft. I respect the music that they do. Yeah, they haven't struggled. That's what it is. And that's why they need to understand the ones that came before them. We always got somebody that came before us that led a path for us to walk on. And that's all I say to our young people out here, our young men, our young women. Let's just try to focus on and remember that, because guess what? You're creating a path for somebody before you. You know what I'm saying? So the things that you're creating now and the things that you're doing, you're building a path for future children, for future people. That's what you're doing. You're building the path. So just like the people before you built the past to look back on and say, hey, I want to reflect to what they were doing. I like that. It was positive. I think this is what women should be doing. Amen. Let's stand up for it. Guess what? You're now building a path for someone else in the future to say, hey, when they turn on stuff that's iconic or videos and stuff, you're building something for them to reflect back on. Do you really want to let them know that it's okay to have your breasts out? You want to let them know that this is all who I am. This is the only way you can make it if you get in the music industry, especially in the music industry. I don't know nothing about that, but they shouldn't let that have people look at that and say, hey, if I don't do it like that, I can't make it. That is so wrong. And that's all I'm saying, is that they're building a concrete, they're building a road so that our future artists, our future rappers, our future women who want to get in that business, when they look back and review and want to see who did what in the past, and it to come off as a positive thing. You don't want them to say, hey, that's the way it got to be done, because they did it that way and they got successful and people accepted it. So I got to do it that way in order for me to be where I want to be. That's all I'm saying, is that be careful on the materials and the things that you do now, because you're creating a road. You're creating a pattern for future artists to look back on, to see, and maybe want to say, hey, they did it, so I'm going to do it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Sharon. Yeah. Yes, a beautiful woman, Keith. A beautiful woman. Love her. Yes. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to bash anybody or bash their artistry. They could rap. Carly B could rap. The young lady Megan could rap. They out there doing their thing. I just wish they do it a little bit more tastefully in their videos. Oh, the Sex on the Beach was good. It was good. Thank you, Keith. It was good. Man, we've been talking about a lot of things, Sharon, but I'm 75 minutes in, and guess what? This homegirl gonna go eat. Because I'm gonna tell you, that old damn Brandon, the day his day off of work, and when I was sitting on the bed, me and Michael looking at the houses, this Bama frying scrapple. I said, Brandon, what you cook? He said, scrapple. I said, fry me a piece of that scrapple. Mom, I'm almost finished. You gonna have to do your own. That Bama made his scrapple and eggs and stuff and went in the basement. So I guess, a lot of people may not like Scrapple. I still like Scrapple spam and all that stuff. And he said, you get some of it because, because sometimes in our household, a lot of people, we'll buy our, um, our own separate foods for certain things that we like. And so Brandon bought him a thing of Scrapple. Yeah, I do. Child, Brandon is evolving. Brandon is working hard. Had got a new schedule. Had got into a relationship, out of relationship, and now about to get his own apartment. He has really involved in doing him, and I'm not mad at him at all. I'm not mad at him at all. Oh. So yeah, and so all that I know now is that I gotta go cook my own piece of scrapple. Cause he says in there, Mom, go you cook it. So that's what I'm about to go do. Hey, nobody eats. That's what I'm about to go do. Make me a piece of scrapple. I see you guys at bingo tonight because guess what? This daggone internet want to act up. And I know one thing. This thing better not act up on bingo tonight. We don't have Scrapple in Pittsburgh. Oh, y'all don't? Man, Scrapple is good. Oh, thank you, Magnolia. I hope all you guys, what is Scrapple? You gotta look it up, but if you look it up, you ain't gonna eat it so thankful because it's a whole lot of a whole lot of a whole lot of, but it tastes good. It's a whole lot of, but it tastes good. And now it comes in beef, it comes in turkey, it comes in jalapeno, it comes in bacon. They did some things you just don't need to know what it's made of. You just gotta trust your taste buds, because that's what I do. On that one, I just trust my taste buds. I really don't want to know. Oh, oh my gosh. Yes, I'm out here, guys. Thank you, no amateur mom. uh, I will go eat. Also, yeah, I'm gonna make me a piece of scrapple and an egg and some biscuits in the oven. Love you guys. 5 o'clock bingo. Must have cash app to play. Must have cash app to play. See you guys later. Love you, Soul Squad.